So let's get a little more in depth of what the interest only offer is, because I know a lot of people get confused, but I don't want it to be confusing, right? So let's get into the same exact example. If they want 12% yearly interest, I will be paying them for the next 18 months. So those are two different numbers, right? We're giving them 12% interest on the 50,000, but I'm going to be paying them that yearly rate for the next 18 months. So how do we break that down? And we're going to go into it and explain step by step. So the financed amount is 50,000, the interest rate is 12%, sorry. The payment as of right now is unknown, and then the balloon is 18 months. So how are we going to calculate this, right? So 50,000 times 0.12, which is 12%. 50,000 if they want 18% times 0.18. If they want 10% times 0.1. Whatever it is, it's financed amount times interest rate equals yearly interest, right? So our yearly interest, after we have that, we're going to divide it, of course, by a year, which is 12 months. So what is my monthly payment? 6,000 divided by 12 months is a $500 a month payment. So $500 a month payment times 18 months is 9,000 total interest, which means, remember, since it's an interest only offer, every payment that we're giving isn't tacking down the principal amount. It is only an interest payment, which is why it's an interest only payment. Great for negotiations, because a lot of times they think they're making more money when it's the same exact thing. But it's $50,000 because at the end of the 18-month term, or before, because we're going to put them on an 18-month term, but if we close within 6 months, 10 months, 4 months, whatever it is, we still want to guarantee them the 18 months, because that's what we said that we were going to pay them. So let's guarantee them the 18 months. So no matter when you close, if you close month 1 or if you close month 18, you are going to have to pay the 18 months of interest if you write the contract that way, which I personally would, because I don't mind giving the sellers more money if there's more money. If there's enough margin in the deal, then it's a good deal anyways, right? But $50,000 plus 9,000 equals 59,000 total net to seller. So the closing pitch for this type of sell, whether I sell tomorrow or 18 months from now, I will guarantee 12% on the $50,000 for the next 18 months. How does that sound? And usually it sounds great. So I just want to get into it just to clarify a little more what this is, because I know the principal reduction is pretty simple. You could use the 10b2 calculator. The principal reduction with interest is also a little simple. This one is a little more complicated in the beginning, but it's really not that complicated. So it's, once again, financed amount times interest rate equals yearly interest. Yearly interest divided by 12, because there's 12 months in a year, equals the monthly payment. Then we're going to get the monthly payment times whatever balloon amount they chose. If they chose 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 36 months, whatever amount they chose, that's what we're going to multiply our monthly payment by, because that's the interest only payment that we're going to be making against this property or against this note. And if they chose 24 months, it's going to be 24. So it could easily be 50,000 times 0.18 equals X. X divided by 12 equals monthly payment. Monthly payment times whatever amount of months that they want it to be paid for equals the total interest, and then we're going to do financed amount plus total interest equals total net to seller. So I just wanted to break this one down, go a little bit more in depth, because I know there's typically a lot of questions on the interest only, but this is a super, super, super powerful tool, because it further adds on to the illusion of choice, because we're still giving them $500 a month. So whether they take principal reduction, principal with interest, or interest only, this is the way it is. And another way that, if you want to do it, if you, whatever amount you're offering, you can even just say, okay, if I'm going to give you $600 a month, how can you find $600 a month over here on a yearly basis and whatever interest rate to the financed amount? So I'll leave that question for you to answer, but just know if you're offering them $600 in principal reduction, $600 in principal and interest, you can also offer $600 over here. So if you want to find out that number, just reverse the formula backwards and you'll get that number. And I promise you, once you figure out interest only, it's just another tool that's just going to make you get more deals. Now when we get into the subject 2, you can offer interest only hybrid, principal finance hybrid, whatever it is hybrid, just because you already know the 3 power tools of negotiation when it comes to seller finance. So when you throw seller finance on top of subject 2, you are going to kill it, and I can promise that.